Hello, I'm here today to talk about the topic of sharing, and I hope that we are going to spend the time to examine what sharing means. But before that, let me tell you this story. I am 6 or 7 years old. I'm out with my father. We are skiing. It's winter. It's dark. It's cold. It's winds, strong winds blowing. And so I finally, we have come to this steep hill. It's ahead of us. I look. It's dangerous. I'm afraid to fall. It's not only the wind that makes me shiver. I'm afraid. Now my father, he must have seen it because he looks at me and says, I brought something for us. Now, if you are able to go down there, when we go to the bottom, I will give you this. He shows this chocolate. I know which one it is. It's my favorite one. And so, without much thinking, I start on the long way down. And it's going slow, and sometimes it's going fast because that's the way when you're on skis, you can't always control it. And sometimes I fall, and the ice is really hard under the snow. But every time I fall, I rise up again. And my father is skiing patiently behind me, just being there. Finally, we're down. And my father says, well, here comes the reward. And then he puts his hand in his pocket. And he fumbles around, and the look on his face changes. And then he checks the other pocket. And then another pocket. And then he says, I must have lost it. I must have lost the chocolate. And he looks up the icy hill from where we came. It must be up there. And I know that we can't go back. So I meet his eyes, and he looks into mine, and somewhere inside of these eyes, I think I can see myself. And I sort of feel, I think I sense the shame or the bad feeling of not being able to keep his promise somewhere inside there. I don't remember if it was disappointment that I felt or whatever, but some things I felt. And then a man is coming down, skiing down the hill, and he comes right over to us. Did you lose this one? He shouts at us, and in his hand he holds up a chocolate. My father is looking as if he won something in a lottery that he really wanted, or like he was afraid that he was being tricked. Yes, he says. And then a man gives it to him, and he's ready to go away into the night, into the cold. But my father stops. Hey, stop, wait, wait, wait. Here, take a piece. The man waits. He takes his piece of chocolate, and he says, it's very kind, thank you. And then he disappears into the darkness of the night and the cold wind blowing. Me and my father shares the chocolate as we walk to the car. Later that night and many nights, I have just wondered how easy it would be for the man to have kept the chocolate that he found, or how easy it could have been for my father to have not said anything but kept the chocolate for us. For me, this story is not so much about the reward as it's about that moment of sharing, deciding to share. Now, as we're going back to our topics, I'd like us to have a look at what does sharing mean to you? And using this story as a starting point, what can make sharing easier? So, first, what does sharing mean to you? And secondly, how can we make sharing easier?